Fine? Okay. Hello, good evening. So I'm fully done with the Boysenberry Festival. I have used all of my tabs. I'm done. And believe it or not, I've returned home. Do you want to guess what this is? Do you want to guess? It's another plate of meat. I feel like it doesn't look that good. It looks like mush. So this is kind of a combo of the two things that I got last time, and I'll explain that in a second. It's the polenta with the Beyond meatballs. And I also noticed last time they gave me 6 meatballs. This time I only got 4, which I remember I said in the last video, I thought 6 was a lot of meatballs, but I mean, I'd rather have 6 than 4. Like, it wasn't a complaint, it was just a comment. I also got the deconstructed lemonade I got last time. This is not that. I actually refilled it with LaCroix when I got home. Anyway, back to the meatballs. I actually got one other item today that I will tell you about, but I wanted to update about the meatballs since I got some new information. Apparently the mashed potatoes that came with the meatballs last time are not vegan, and I'm really not sure what that means. I'm gonna email the person at KNOTT that I've been in touch with. Like, I don't know if that means they weren't vegan when I ate them last time. I'm kind of assuming that maybe they were vegan. Maybe they tried to just make the meatballs, I mean the mashed potatoes vegan by default, and maybe they changed the recipe, or they might have had a vegan and a non-vegan mashed potatoes, and then decided that they didn't want to have 2 separate batches, so they just decided to make the side for vegan food polenta. The person who helped me today, which the person who helped me last time was very helpful and seemed like they knew what the vegan options were, so did the person today, which is what makes me think that probably the ones that I got last time were vegan. But today she just told me all she knew is that the polenta is the vegan side, so that's what she gave me. So like I said, I'll email that person, and I will update in the description, or I'll leave a comment. I'll what is it called? I will pin a comment. I'll find out, and I will pin a comment to let you know. I'll probably also throw a little blog post together about the Boysenberry Festival. It's gonna be short. I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 items, and some of them I didn't even try. But like the pizza was one of the things that I didn't try, and I feel like I don't need to because I've had their vegan pizza before and I know that I like it. But I think the Boysenberry meatballs, they were a favorite of mine from last year and this year, so I just wanted to get those again and take them home. The other item that I didn't try is their veggie chili, and I feel like I know chili is supposed to be a summertime food, but I just can't get in the mood to eat chili when it's like 80 degrees out, so I passed on that one too. Plus I just think the other items they have are like more unique and exciting. Speaking of which, the other item that I tried today was a vegan chicken sandwich. So the non-vegan version of this item is actually a chicken patty served on a like boysenberry jelly donut, and I think it also has arugula. And I kind of like that what they're doing is that they're making a vegan version of each non-vegan, like with similar ingredients and flavors, even though it's not exactly the same. So the vegan version is served on a ciabatta bun and has boysenberry jam, and it is a Before the Butcher brand vegan chicken patty with arugula. And it was really good. I actually really liked it. I feel like I like the jam with like savory sandwich situation. Like in 2019, I think at Disneyland, they had, they might still have it, I don't know. I think the Paradise Pier Hotel, it was at the Sandbar, which I'm not sure if it's reopened yet, and I don't know if the menu is the same, but they had a little sliders, impossible sliders with peanut butter and jelly, which sounded real weird, but I actually really liked it. So this kind of had a similar vibe to that. So I would say like I liked it. I would give it maybe like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. And I would recommend trying it if you are like, if you're feeling the boysenberry vibe. I feel like you have to, I think when it comes to Boysenberry Festival, like the more boysenberry-y an item is, like the more likely I want to try it. So is that all I wanted to say today? I feel like there was more. I thought that I did have on the way home though something that occurred to me. So my plan for today was that I actually had a Disneyland reservation and I canceled it for budget reasons, because Disneyland is, even with a pass, you have to pay for parking, you have to pay for food, and I already had my little tasting card for KNOTT, so all I had to pay for really was the gas to get there. And so I ended up canceling my Disney reservation. I did reschedule it for the last day of the Food and Wine Festival, which I think is like 3 weeks away. I don't really know when it is. I also do have a reservation to go when Fantasmic comes back, which I'm really looking forward to. Honestly, food or wine, like I could kind of take it or leave it, which is the thought that I had today, is I feel like KNOTT did a better job with the Boysenberry Festival than Disneyland did with food and wine when it comes to vegan options. Like I think at food and wine you can get like there's like a slider with like avocado on it. Is that it? I think there's like 1 or 2 items that seemed like good, but like they're nothing that I feel like I really need to seek out and go try. I think I felt the same way about like Festival of Holidays this past year. There were a couple of items that seemed good that I wanted to try, but I also kind of like, just because I'm not in the park as much, wanted to get my old favorites. So there wasn't anything that I was like, oh my god, I need to try this. Whereas I feel like if Disneyland was doing things like similar to what KNOTT did with Boysenberry Festival, like those are just a little more interesting, and I feel like, you know, I can put avocado on a burger at home, but like I'm not going around putting boysenberry jam on stuff. I guess I could. I guess if I wanted to, I could. But food aside, I'm still like finding my comfort zone when it comes to KNOTT's like attractions and rides. I'm still scared of a lot of the stuff there. KNOTT has a lot of baby rides and it has a lot of like thrill rides, and it doesn't have the sweet spot in the middle that Disneyland has for me. So, and I think part of it too, as I was thinking about it today, is that because a lot of their roller coasters, they're not enclosed in like show buildings, they're just out in the open, so you can see how scary they are before you get on. And I was wondering, like, I feel like Space Mountain, right? Space Mountain doesn't scare me. It's thrilling, but it doesn't scare me. I'm not like nervous or afraid when I get on it, because I think if I could see it, if it was just an open track and I could just see before I get on, like it might make me a little more nervous. I don't really know. I mean, because there was the one time that I got stuck on Space Mountain with the lights on, and I was like in the car looking down and I could see all the track below me. That scared me. And that was a ride that I've been on like probably 100 times, and the car wasn't even moving at that time. Like it wasn't even doing anything scary. Just like seeing the track scared me. So I went, so the one ride that I do trust at KNOTT is the Calico Mine ride. I went on that one today. And even that one, like it was making some scary noises, like the ride itself wasn't doing anything scary, but it was making some noises, like loud. And even the other people in the car with me were getting nervous. It was like a metal on metal noise, and I'm like, come on, this was supposed to be my safety ride, and now it's like doing scary stuff. And then I also did the log flume for the first time. I shouldn't say that, it wasn't my first time ever, because I've been on it as a little kid. I have like the little keychain photo with my grandma, so I know I've been on it before. It's definitely faster than Disneyland. The drop I think is shorter, but it goes faster, and even like through the winding, like the meandering stream, it's faster. Like Splash Mountain is kind of just like a leisurely boat ride and then a terrifying drop, but like the log flume at KNOTT, it's kind of like fast paced like throughout. So that was interesting. I did really actually like it. I think that might be actually a new favorite. I think I've graduated from the mine ride, and now I can tackle the log flume. Anyway, now that's enough. I've talked enough. I'm going to go snack on some meatballs. Like I said, I will find out that information about the mashed potatoes and post it. I feel like even though I think meatballs and mashed potatoes like make more sense together, I think I did like the polenta better than the mashed potatoes. So like, I think it's good, I guess, fine that they changed it. Also, sorry I didn't like film very much at the park today. It was very busy and crowded, and I was determined to go on some rides because last time I didn't get to because I was carrying around my plates of meat. So I ended up spending like most of today in lines, and I still only went on 2 rides. So hopefully there will be more theme park stuff coming up. I'm hoping that my next reservation I don't have to cancel. I've canceled twice now, Disneyland reservations, so I'm gonna try my best to stick with the next one, especially because I have the cheapo pass and it's going to be blocked out for the rest of summer. So I'm going to have like limited opportunities. I want to get a couple of more visits in. Okay, now for real, I said bye like 3 times. I'm going to end this and I will see you soon. Bye.